So I get the author's duo. No, my gosh, what am I saying? Nothing. Nothing coherent. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing my April TBR. So if you caught my last month's TBR, I said that I was like, I don't know if I want to continue with like the TBR jar because everybody does the TBR jar. And I didn't know if I wanted to like switch it up with doing what I used to do, which was like using Spotify to pick my TBR. So I'm like, I'm just going to leave it up to the people who watch my videos. So I put a poll on my community post, and the majority of you guys wanted the TBR jar. So, 'tis what we're going to do. Got my little mug here. However, I do enjoy myself some music. So like, if reading, like, they're my two favorite things, reading and then listening to music, or just, music in general. So I'm like, I'm just going to combine the two. So to make this more fun for me, am going to each month randomize my playlist and just pick a random song from there, and also include that in like the prompts for the TBR jar. So we're getting a mix of both because it's my channel and I do what I want. So I was thinking also, so I always set forth like these yearly TBRs, or like I have like these 5-star predictions I just never get to, or blah, 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 blah. So from this point on, for the rest of the year, I'm going to have like a set TBR list for like the first 3 items, because I always have Paige and I's book club pick, which is always first. And then I want to pick a book from my 12 books for 2024, and then a book from my 5-star predictions. And then if I have any arcs I need to read for that month, they'll be included as well. So now, instead of picking like 8 prompts, I'm going to pick like 5 or 6. So now we're all squared away. All the housekeeping is under control. If you hear anything, my cat's playing in a box with a piece of paper. And he's a kitten, so he's not going to know any difference. So I'm not going to yell at him. He can do what he wants to do. Okay, let's just go ahead and pick the prompts for the month. And then once I pick the prompts and like collect all the books, I'll tell you like my whole TBR list. Okay, so the first prompt is going to be, this is always so fun and always terrifying at the same time. I don't know why I make it that way. It's going to be, oh my God. Start a new series, because why not? It's the year of starting new series, apparently. Oh, okay, it's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna start so many series this year and just never finish them. Okay, next we've got Sister's Choice. Oh, actually, this works out great. And I didn't even do this on purpose. So my sister wanted me to read one of the books that she has read, and she gave me like a list of prompts, and I had to pick the prompt. And it was actually, we already did this. It was going to be on the TBR anyway. So now it fits into the TBR jar, which is even great. Fate has spoken. Okay, let's do this one. A sports romance, which her pick fits. But I'm not going to do that. We're not going to pick 2 for 1. We're not going to do 2 for 1 here. We're going to give myself options. Okay. Next, let's do this one, because it's like it's hiding. It's hiding, and it's tight, and it's Daphne Perry. So that means that I have to read a book by Daphne Perry, which will be new to me because I have yet to read one of her books. So that's pretty exciting. So that's 4. We'll do 2 more. 2 more. No, that one didn't feel right. Okay. This one. Okay. There's 2. Now it's only 1. Okay. A book I keep putting off. I had this last month. And I'm pretty sure I didn't read that book either, so lovely. Okay. And the last prompt for this month, this one. Okay. Ooh, what is it? Booktuber fave. Okay, well, last month, I had this last month as well. It was not a shuffle very well, but that's okay. I picked this, and I actually picked one of Paige's favorite books, and I really enjoyed it. So, ooh, that's fun. Maybe I'll pick Paige again. I don't know. I'm excited. Okay, so that's 7, and then I have 4 here on my list already, so that will make... That's not 7, that's 6. I can't count. So there's 6, and then there's 4 here, which is 10, and then I wanted to do my little Spotify prompts. So let's get my Spotify on my iPad. Let's go to screen record. I'm nervous. Okay, I'm nervous. Let's turn it down because, you know, YouTube. Okay, go to liked songs, turn on shuffle. No, just shuffle. Okay. I'm nervous. Okay, and the song is going to be... Oh, okay. So we've got Say Something by A Great Big World and Christina Aguilera. Interesting. Okay. So I could take that in many different ways. So I can look at the cover art and kind of go by what the cover art is. I could go by the title and pick like something that meets that title, or really I'm trying to film. Or I could go by the artist and kind of pick like if their name has a name in the title of the book or an author, or I could go by what the song kind of means and go by that. It's really however I interpret this, really, because it's my jam. So I'm gonna have to think about this. So I'm gonna go pick out all the books and then come back and show you guys what I picked. Okay, so I am back and I now have my glasses on, but believe me, that is for your benefit so I can read what these books are about to you, because if not, I would just be like, I don't know. I have a tendency to do that, but we're going to try to do better. We're trying to do better with knowing what my books are about. So I am going to start with Paige and I's book club pick for the month of April. So this past month we did thriller. So April is going to be a romance, and it's going to be on her channel. And the date of that should be the 25th. It's the last Thursday of the month on her channel at 7 o'clock Eastern time. But for that, we chose Where We Started by Ashley Munoz. And this is book 1 in her Motorcycle Club series. I don't know too much about it. I do know it's second chance. So I do know in this book that the heroine's father was in a motorcycle club. He was like the president, and then he ends up dying and leaves her like his property, which happens to house the headquarters of said motorcycle club, which is now being ran by a new president, which is someone from her past. I think it's like a past love or something like that. So it's second chance. Me and Paige are really excited to read this one. So if you've already read it and want to join us in the discussion, we would love to have you. Or if you haven't read it yet but want to, it's on Kindle Unlimited, so it's, you know, it's on there to read. So that's where I'm going to be reading it. But we would love for you guys to join us. Book 2 was actually an ARC that I was just sent yesterday, and that is What I Should Have Said by Max Monroe. And I don't know too much about this, so I got a newsletter from the authors of this book, and they were talking about how like sad it made them, like heart-wrenching. They were sobbing while like writing this book, and I'm like, say less, because I need to read it. So I signed up for an ARC, and I just happened to get it yesterday, so I'm just going to tell you what the tropes are. We have enemies to lovers, a grumpy, broody alpha, plus a chatty sunshine, runaway bride, small town charm, dark secrets, and emotional in like capital letters. It says, pull at your heartstrings. You'll think about this book for days. And if you don't know me, those are the type of books I love. The ones that I'm thinking about long after the book's done, like I just can't get enough of. Like I eat them up. I eat them up like candy. So I don't know much about this. It says, when grumpy, muscled up artist Bennett Bishop bothers to speak, it's usually to say something you're not ready to hear. When he first speaks to Nora Ellis, a rambling runaway bride who who hitchhikes a ride from him, is to tell her to get out of his truck and walk because she's being a pain in the butt. So I don't know. It sounds cute. I'm excited. I'm excited because I just want something emotional to pull at the heartstrings. Okay. Next book is one from my 12 books for 2024. So for that, I chose Even If It Hurts by Marnie Mann. This is a love triangle book. And that's all I really know. I know that it's set here, it's set over across seas, and she's stuck in between two guys. So, do I like love triangles? I'm not opposed to them. I know some people are like very anti them, but look, I grew up on Twilight, so even though that really wasn't a love triangle, Jacob can think it was. It wasn't. I'll die on that hill. It wasn't a love triangle. But I'm just excited to get to this finally. I hear it's good. I just want to read it, but also I'm scared because it's another emotional one, but like at the same time, I'm excited. The fourth book is from my 5-star predictions video. So for that, I chose Irish by Brittany Nicole. I've yet to read a book by her, but this is going to be the one. I'm sure of it this time, I promise. And I know this is Mafia, and I'm pretty sure, is it Irish Mafia? Yes, I think he's the son of the Irish mob, but she is sold to the head of the Italian Mafia. And then she escapes with her son. Yeah, with her sons and her sister. And then, like, it's a second chance because they knew each other growing up. But, you know, I do kind of want to listen to the audio, but I don't because it's... if you don't know, there's some stuff going on with, like, book narrators and just, like, allegations. And the person who narrates this is one of those. So I don't know what I'm doing yet. I don't know. But it makes me sad because it's really a narrator I really love. Okay. Next book is Sister's Choice. So for that, I am going to go back and try to read Sleet Kitten by S.J. Tilley. I tried to read this like, I want to say a year or so ago, and I was just like, I can't. Because this guy's too much. Too alpha. Too possessive. Too everything. And then I kind of realized after I've been reading more of her books, that's just her thing. You know, she writes about these type of men, and now I love it. So I'm going to go give it a shot. It's a hockey romance, and I'm going to give it another shot because I have come to determine that I do love S.J. Tilley, and I do love the men that she writes. So I'm excited to give this one another go. The next book was Booktuber Fave. So I actually went back to the message that Paige had sent me because she had given me a couple different books to choose from. So I went ahead and I chose Follow by Tessa Bailey. This is one that's like an old Tessa Bailey book. So, okay, I just read the back of this and I have no idea how they meet. I don't get it. Okay, I have no idea. So it sounds like her brother gets himself into some hot water and she has to like help him. But to do that, I have no idea. I have no clue how she's going to. Teresa met Will under false pretenses, but the bond consuming them is real. They're strong enough to overcome a little betrayal, aren't they? So I don't know. It's short, and that's all I really care about. So, oh, it's not that many pages either. We love that for me. Okay. Next pick was start a new series because why not? I already read so many. It's fine. So I thought this is springy. Small town, gives me the spring vibes. This cover gives me spring vibes. So we're going with Always Mine by Laura Pavlov, which is book 1 in the Honey Mountain series. This one, he fights fires for a living, but the flames building between us may be too big to extinguish. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Oh, is it Friends to Lovers? He's also been my best friend since kindergarten. Okay, so he sounds like he's Honey Mountain's favorite player, and I'm what you call a relationship girl. Interesting. Okay. Look, I've heard so many great things about Laura Pavlov. People really enjoy her second series, the Cottonwood Cove series, but I think people really enjoy this one as well. So we're gonna give it a shot. I hope I like her writing because I own the whole series. So I don't know why I do that to myself. Okay, next we got a book that I keep putting off. So for this, I went back to one that is part of a series that I want to finish the series this year, like really bad, because I've been reading it now for 2 years. It's terrible. So I chose Bloody Heart by Sophie Lark. This is book 4 in the Brutal Birthright series. This is Dante's book, I do believe. And I think this is a secret baby, secret child. And it's a second chance. I do know that. So it's like they were together, 9 years goes by, they're gonna get back together. But of course he's in the mafia. And so he's like the muscle of like the family, you know, so I'm not too sure what's gonna happen. But I'm pretty sure she has a kid. His kid, I think. Okay. The next pick was Devney Perry. So for this, I have 2 series by Devney Perry that I own. I have the Runaway Road series or something like that. And then I have the first 4 or 3 books in the Eden series. So I chose the Eden series, which is Indigo Ridge. This is a romantic suspense. I don't know too much other than what it said on the back. And it just said that this girl is going to be the new chief of police. And to get on like the town people's good side, she should really like win over the town's founding family, the Edens. But it's easier said than done, because when she first came into town, she went to a bar, hooked up with a guy, and it just happens to be like the oldest son of the Eden family. But she has to start working with him when a body is found on their property. A dead body, not just a body, a dead body. So who's the killer? Don't know. We're just gonna see. We're gonna see if I like it. So many people tend to, so I hope I do as well. And then the last book was, what is it? Oh, a sports romance. So for that, I chose The Pucking Wrong Number by C.R. Jane. This is a dark hockey romance where our hero here is very obsessive, and our hero tends to have psychopathic tendencies, I do believe. Stalking may be one of them. I can't remember. I'm not too sure. But I do know, like, it starts off where he texts her, and it's the wrong number, of course, and then they keep texting. I think he finds out who it is, and then he starts, like, perusing her, trying to find her, you know. So, like, as I sit here and explain these books, like, my mother's in the next room, so I'm wondering if, like, she's listening and be like, what are you reading? Like, because you never know. Okay, those are my books. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is a good number. I think I can do 9. Now, will I get to all these? As much as I love to plan, I love a good, like, to-do list, and I love a good check off the list. Like, there's nothing more satisfying than checking off that list. Will I get? Who knows? Who really knows? Because I also am a mood reader. I'm both. So those are the books. If you've read any of these, let me know down below, or let me know what you plan on reading for the month, or if you just want to leave me an emoji to let me know that you were here. Leave me the Easter bunny. I think there's an Easter bunny. There's not an Easter bunny, but there's like a bunny emoji because tomorrow's Easter. So leave me the bunny emoji. But if you're new here and enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new. I would love for you to stick around. All my social media is linked down below as always. My Goodreads, my Instagram, and my TikTok, which I'm not too active on TikTok. I am, though, on Instagram and Goodreads more so. I'm trying with TikTok, I really am. But I hope you guys are having a great day or evening, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.